This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a special edition of Drafting with Big Nass. Doing an OLS draft here. My very first booster draft ever was an OLS draft, and I don't think I've drafted it since then. So this is going to be interesting since I'll have to read most of the cards, and this is going to be a learning experience. Although I don't really see myself doing too many of these, but it's fun to do something different once in a while. So let's take a look here. I'm going to have to read a lot of these cards. Let's see. Shared Triumph, what does that do? That seems okay. I remember I played this when I first started playing Magic, because it was Budget Exalted Angel. From what I remember about this set, Clerics was a very underdrafted archetype, and Battlefield Medic was one of the key cards for that archetype. At least that's what my friends tell me, since, again, I haven't really drafted this format. So I'll try it. I'll try forcing the Cleric deck and see how that works. Riptide Lab, isn't that worth money? I feel like I should check. Since I'm certainly not getting my money back, even if I win this draft. So let's see here. Riptide Lab. Okay, never mind. It's not worth anything. Alright, so we were looking for Clerics. Clerics. None of these cards appear to be Clerics. Let's see. Well, we could at least take a white card. Hey, it's the original Squadron Hawk. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I'll go with Dive Bomber. I mean, it's a flyer. It's a white card. Okay, so what else we got here? Any Clerics? Yes. We have a Dardo Healer, which doesn't look all that exciting even for the Cleric deck. So, but I think we do want like a large number of Clerics for the Battlefield Medic. So there's also Infest in the pack, which seems like it's a pretty good card in this format with all the morphs and whatnot. So I think I'm probably going to take the Infest here just because this Dardo Healer is not very exciting. Anything else? Mythic Proportion seems kind of too slow. And from what I understand, Clerics tends to be in black and white, so I think Infest is going to be the best pick here. So let's go with that. All right. So we do have a Cleric here, Disciple of Malice, which seems fine. There's all these cards I never even knew existed. All right, well, might be able to buy some free wins. So with the Disciple of Malice, in case we play against another white deck. What else we got here? Shield Mage Elder. Tap 2 untap clerics you control. Prevent all. That seems better, actually. Yeah, I'll go with the Shield Mage Elder. Okay, what else we got here? Not much in my colors. What does Deathmatch do? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, that creature's controller may have to. Okay. I don't know if that's playable or not. I guess I'll take this Merc Diver. It seems like a fine sideboard card. 4 power Swamp Walk is that's no joke. So we'll pick it up. I don't think I'll want to main deck it though. Astral Slide. This card seems good. And there's not too many Clerics I want. Thoughtbound Primok seems like a good one. I actually do remember this one. Uh, yeah, just an undercosted flyer. It's also really good. But I'm probably just gonna go with Astral Slide here and start picking up as many cyclers as I can. Yeah, like I have no idea how good this card is in limited, but in constructed is really good. So that's not always the best way of judging a card, but why not? We'll give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, Siphon Mine doesn't seem very exciting. Phyto Dredgeling, what is this? Cabal Slaver. When a goblin deals damage, okay, that doesn't seem to be that good in my deck. Piety Chart doesn't also doesn't seem very good. I might just take like an off-color cycler or an Phyto Dredging. Yeah, I think I'd rather have an Phyto Dredging over an off-color cycler. Okay. So Grassland Crusader. I mean, it's a cleric, but it doesn't really interact very well with my deck otherwise. What does this do? Probably just go with Disciple of Malice here. It's a cycler, it's a cleric. You know, it works well with a large number of our cards, so it should be fine. Dodo Cavalier. Okay, it's a soldier, so it doesn't really work too well with our deck. I mean, it's still a man, but I think I want this Baron more just because I want a bunch of cycling. Okay. Don't think I want Sandskin. Accursed Centaur seems really bad. I guess I'll take this Screaming Seahawk. Oh, sweet, another cleric. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, this card cycles, even if it doesn't do anything. Alright, well, I'm not sure how good this deck is so far. It's probably a train wreck, but you know what? It's whatever. Hopefully it works out. And hopefully we get to open some sweet cards. I have no idea what I'm asking for, but, you know, I'm assuming there exist some sweet cards in these colors here. Alright, well, as I take a sip from my beverage here, I see a rare cleric, which bodes well. That seems pretty good. Just take a quick scan of the rest of the pack to see if there's anything else I might want. Not really. So yeah, the Celestial Gatekeeper seems like an easy pick here. So let's go ahead and grab it. The good thing about this format is pack 2 is all creatures, so you don't really you're not really gonna ever be short on creatures. Daru Stinger is really good if I had more soldiers. At this point, I'm more clerics. I might pick it up anyway for lack of any better options. I do have one soldier, so like I might have like a few like soldiers kicking around. So I might play it, I might not. See if there's anything else in the pack that I might want. I might just want more birds instead. What does this guy do? That doesn't actually seem very good. All right. Well, I actually have a fair number of birds, so this Avon Warhawk might actually end up being pretty good. So I'll go with that one. Okay, so let's do a quick cleric count. There's Withered Wretch, and there's Vile Deacon. I also see a Skin Thinner in the pack, which is probably going to be the pick. Hopefully, I get to table this Vile Deacon, but Skin Thinner is just it's too good to pass. Like, I mean, I actually know what this card does because it's in my cube. So it's yeah, I think I have to go with that one. So hopefully I get to table either that Vile Deacon or maybe Withered Wretch, but Withered Wretch is not all that exciting. So let's pick up that guy. Graveborn Muse, hello. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Graveborn Muse. I don't really have too many zombies, but it's fine as a Phyrexian arena, so yeah, I don't think any of these other cards really come close, so let's go ahead and grab it. Okay, Clerics. Vile Deacon seems pretty good. Darrow Mender, not as good. Starlight Invoker, also not as good. Yeah, it looks like Vile Deacon here. Okay, again with the Clerics. That doesn't seem that good. Infernal Caretaker. Yeah, like, I don't really have that many zombies, so Infernal Caretaker is going to be insane, but, like, the zombies I do have are, like, Skin Thinners, so, like, if I get to, like, kill a creature and trade with Skin Thinner, and then bring it back with Infernal Caretaker, it should be pretty good. So, like, it might have to cut it, but even just playing it as a Morph will be fine. So I'm trying to think of like what rares I want to open. I mean, obviously, Decree of Pain or Decree of Justice would be amazing. I don't know what else is in Scourge. It's been so long since I've played with seen any of these cards in like a non-constructed environment. Like it's like wow, this is like really taking me back to when I first started playing. So, uh, okay, probably gonna be a Wingbeat Warrior here. Yep, that seems like the best call. Get me some more birds. And what else we got? Whipgrass and Tangler. That seems fine with the large number of clerics I have. Let's see, do I want a Blood Celebrant or do I want a Zombie Brute? Zombie Brute's probably a little too expensive. I don't imagine I'll need to play this Blood Celebrant, but in case like I want to splash something crazy in another color, that'll definitely help with that. But unless that happens, I'm not going to play it. All right. So Embalmed Brawler or Soot Feather Flock. Embalmed Brawler is not really what I'm looking for. I'll probably just go with Soot Feather Flock. I mean, it's another flyer. Can't go wrong with flyers. Hey, there's another Vile Deacon. Don't mind if I do. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to be playing this Astral Slide. I don't really have all that many cyclers. Still waiting on the next pack. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, here we go. Okay, well, don't think I'm interested in Crypt Sliver. What about Corpse Harvester? That seems okay. Probably won't play it, but it's playable, I guess. I guess I'll just take a Dripping Dead. I don't think I'll play it, though. So for what I remember about this format, this is like an 18 land format because like you just can never miss your third land drop. If you miss your third land drop, you're just dead. Just because like you need to be able to play your morph on turn 3. Um, so like we're gonna have enough playables. Just a question of like how many good cards can I pick up. Again, I don't remember these sets well enough to really like know what cards to look for in pack 3 here. So like, I'm just gonna do what I have been doing, which is just scanning through and looking at the black and white cards and looking at clerics. Uh, Seems like a good way to go. So what do we got here? Dragon Scales is pretty good in the right deck. I don't know how good it is in my deck since I only have one 6-drop. Aven Farseer, that seems okay. Lingering Death. It's a removal card, you know. I can't really I can't really pass up removal. Consumptive Goo is like crappy removal. I yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go with that one. Uh, There's also Chill Haunting, which was very similar to an Innistrad card. Um, just trying to think which one would be better between Chill Haunting and Lingering Death. There's also Silver Knight, there's also Gilded Light, but I think I really should take a removal spell at this point. I'm going to go with Lingering Death just because it's less situational. There's always the chance of like getting blown out by like enchantment removal, or there's also the chance that like I'm just going to take extra damage because they get another attack with it. But I think the fact that it kills anything without requiring cards in your graveyard that makes it a little bit better. Angel Sentinels, what does this do? When Angel Sentinels blocks, it becomes a Bird Giant and loses Defender. That seems pretty good, actually. Like, it's 4 mana, 4/4 flying wall that they can never really attack into, or else I get a Sarah Angel, so... anything else in this pack that I would want? Not really. Like, Astral Steel is like, blah, whatever. Arc of Blight is blah. Like... Looking at it, like Skull Tap is, I mean, Skull Tap is a sorcery, so it's not even that good. Yeah, it's got to be Angel Sentinels here. Okay. Noble Templar is a cleric, and it also gets lands. There's also the Temple of the 4 mana mana screw. Definitely remember that from Constructed, where you're stuck on 4 lands with Temple of the False God. There's nothing like really too exciting I can do with a lot of mana in this deck, so I mean it's probably not going to do a whole lot in my deck. Let's see here. It's probably going to be Noble Templar just because I do like playing cycling. I do like getting extra lands when I'm mana screwed. Anything to reduce the problems of drawing too many or not enough lands. So. Noble Templar is what we're going to go with. Ooh, Dawn Elemental. Very difficult to cast, but when you do cast it, it's pretty darn good. Let's see if there's anything else I really want out of this pack. Not really. So, yeah, it's going to be Dawn Elemental. Like, I probably would have to count it as like a 6 or a 7 drop. Daru Spiritualist. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that seems pretty good. What else here? We got Dragon Shadow. The dragon, like, I now have 2 6 drops that I'm considering playing, so the dragon enchantments are probably gonna be a little bit better now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Spiritualist here. It seems like a good call in my deck. Wow, look at all these Astral Steels. Jeez. Okay, well, there's nothing too exciting in this pack. Could take a skull tap, but probably not going to play it. There's also Recuperate. I mean, that's 4 mana tricks are just it's too expensive. It's not worth it. I guess I'll pick up an Astral Steel, but I don't think I'll play it. Okay, so do I take a second Noble Templar or do I take a Dragon Shadow? I feel like I have enough evasion because a lot of my creatures fly anyway. I could also take an Unburden, which isn't awful. But I kind of want to lean more towards planes. I don't know, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't know how much I should let Dawn Elemental skew my decisions. I also have easily enough creatures, so maybe I should take this Unburden. I don't know. I'll take the Noble Templar. Like, Form of the Dragon. Ooh, Edgewalker. Oh, it's got to be Edgewalker. Come on, it has to be Edgewalker. This card looks really exciting in this deck. Okay. Dragon Scales is a card I can get behind. Because then I get to attack and block. Alright, let's run it. Okay. Nothing too exciting here. I guess I'll just take an Arcablight. Whatever. It's an uncommon. That makes it worth slightly more than these commons. Sure. We'll take an Unburden. I have easily enough playables here, so... Pretty sure the rest of my picks here are fairly irrelevant. I don't think I'll be getting any playables from this point on. I have no idea how playable that card is, but I'm probably not going to try to find out. Alright, probably not playing this Astral Slide. Not playing Skull Tap. Alright, well, I'll figure out what's going to be in my stack here, and we'll pause the video here, and we'll see you guys in just a sec. Alright, so this is what we're going to be submitting. Decided not to play the Astral Slide just because we don't really have enough cyclers, and we don't have anything like that crazy to reuse with it. Like, I don't really have any come and enter the battlefield effects. One odd card you might notice is this Blood Celebrant. I'm really only including it to make casting Dawn Elemental a little bit easier. If it wasn't for the Dawn Elemental, I definitely wouldn't play it. I'd play something else, like a Whipgrass Entangler or something like that. The Entangler doesn't seem that great, so that's another reason I cut it. I actually have more 3-drops than it appears, just because there's a lot of these cards are actually morph creatures. So, and like we have stuff like Noble Templar, which we can still play in cycle at early mana. So like I was mentioning before, I mean, you do want to play 18 lands in this format just because, like, you really need to hit your 3rd and 4th land drops. The 3rd one especially, like, you just can't ever miss that 3rd land drop. So, I'm going to submit this, and hopefully this works out, and we'll see you guys in round 1. Peace.